What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great morning, great day, wherever you are. I'm out up here just chilling today, and I was like, maybe I'll make a video today. And I'll try not to make this video too long, but something we got to talk about. As you probably heard of lately, like the TikTok situation going on right now. And that TikTok topic is hot. Like they was, I heard like stuff about saying like, let me think, they were gonna ban TikTok in like a couple states, and I'm just giving my view on it, but like, and let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely want to know what you guys think. If you think like they should ban TikTok, let me know. If you think they shouldn't ban TikTok, let me know. I personally don't use TikTok like that, so it doesn't really matter that much to me. Mm, but I think it matters a lot to like the creators on there too, because like a lot of people, they make content on there. A lot may not make money, but they do that for a living too. Like they make um they make a living off of TikTok, and they may make money off of it, especially on like those big ones. Like that one guy, I think that one guy, I forgot his name, but he did that little, what's that thing? That little meme, and he had the black shirt and the black hat. Tell me his name. Can I get a fair shit? Can he? I think he did something like that. So obviously I'm not on TikTok like that, but I do have it. And before we get into that, I want to say something too. Like, I think the TikTok situation, like what is happening right now with seeing, is like, if they ban TikTok, it could definitely be good in some ways, but at the same time, it could also be bad. Because one thing I will say is good, because it can limit the usage access that kids can have to TikTok. Because you know damn well TikTok has definitely destroyed our brains. That's for real. Like, TikTok has definitely destroyed the attention span. That's why I don't go on there. But I do have a TikTok. I only posted like what six clips. So I'm not on there like that. If I was really serious though, maybe this would be a bigger concern. But I'm not on TikTok like that, so it doesn't really affect me at all. But one thing I will say is good for the mental health of kids, because these kids, man, they getting me access to TikTok like at such a young age too, and it's kind of making us fall into the trap too, like so early. Like I would say, if you're a parent, definitely control the usage of your child's time on TikTok. Don't give them the phone until they 12 years old. Do not give them the phone until they 12 years old, bro. Unless your kid, unless you just keep the kid friendly on TikTok, you're not on there like that. I would just say if I had a kid, I would not give him the phone until he was up in age or she was up in age. So that way they could get a little time to get disciplined, learn over time, and learn how to control themselves for the internet usage. Because it does get to a point where sometimes you have to lay off a bit, you take a different approach. But yeah, it's definitely mental health is very important, especially in times like this, because there's so much going on right now, literally. Like so, the internet is on fire right now. So I've been all over the internet. So the internet is on fire. And the band next to permanent band next to us again. That's crazy. So it's a lot going on right now. As you can see, man, that's a crazy ass physique. But yeah. And I will talk about a couple other things outside of TikTok too, not just the TikTok ban that I got in mind. But I'm just trying to think. So, one thing I will say, it is very important that this TikTok, let's just call it a restriction. It could be good for kids' mental health, but it could also be bad in some ways because it could also be bad in some ways because you also it's kind of like a control type of scheme too, like, cause like banning TikTok is kind of like you controlling them. I mean, you probably know TikTok is probably banned in China, or if it's not banned in China, it's probably an educational program, which I did heard of. Like they in TikTok, they got TikTok as an educational program in China, so it's nothing like your normal TikTok in the United States. So like it's also like people feel like they're having control. TikTok is having control for, or the government is having control for like what people could watch, how long they could watch it, how much they could watch. So it's like when you got so much of that going on in the world right now, like control, it's like this is just adding to the problem too, because people like to do what they like to do. They like to do what they like to do. They like to make content on TikTok. I got two friends, two great friends. They make content on TikTok, and they make they make great edits too, like on TikTok. So it's like if you take that away, if you take TikTok away from people like creators, people who make content on there and probably make money off of it, it's kind of like you just took some identity off of them too. But that's only the online identity, not their real identity, but that identity as a content creator. You also take off, like, you also limit to their creation. Sure, they can find like other platforms, but it's nothing really out there like TikTok. Instagram is still popular, but it's not really the same all the way. So I can't really say. But um but one thing I will say how it can have a negative effect is one thing I will say like how it can have a negative effect again is like TikTok may even cause like if you ban it in a couple states, it could even cause protests. So Although banning TikTok may seem like a good idea, it could probably cause more bad than good. Because, especially these days where everybody lives on the internet, like people be causing protests over stuff like that. So it's like, I think they really need to think about what they're doing before they do it. Because they may actually cause more harm than good. Especially with so much going on right now. I don't think it's really the best for them to ban TikTok. And besides, there's other problems other than TikTok. It's like you still got inflation going on and stuff like that. That's way more important than TikTok. Not just TikTok. So I think banning it may do more harm than good. Because people may causing protests at wherever the CEO building is at. They may, and people going to try to put their voice out there for the banning of TikTok. And more than likely, it's going to cause more negativity to come around the world. It's going to stir up more and more negativity. So it's like, I don't think it's the safest idea or the best idea to ban it, even though it would be great for the kids. It could possibly be bad for the content creators and the people who genuinely love it. Cause then they're gonna start what the freak? Alright. Alright, anyway, don't mind that. But yeah. It could probably cause more rant videos, like people start ranting about the banning of TikTok, like that TikTok ban bill going around for the government right now. People might start ranting, making rant videos, and you're gonna see it all over the internet, literally, like the TikTok ban bill, which is pretty hot. It's definitely all over the news, as you can see. And plus, too, like, one thing I can say, like, too, like, if the TikTok CEO, whoever they are, if they really tracking people's data, then I don't know what to say about that, but that's bad for them. Because you know for sure TikTok is going to fight back against this lawsuit or whatever it's called. This banning case. They ain't going to back down just like that. Because TikTok is such a big platform, too, so it's like, why would they not fight back when it's their own platform that they made? So, of course, the CEO's probably going to be pissed off about it because of the influence it brings. Some of it is not good influence, in my opinion. It's some good stuff on TikTok, but like the pranks and stuff, and we're going to get to that in a second, but some of the stuff you see on there, it may seem like positive influence, but it's like when you look at the other side around, when you look on the other side, it definitely changes your mind about it. It's not the best influence. Like you got yiggers twerking and stuff, bro. Yiggers twerking, literally. Yiggers literally twerking on there. You got Kanye West's daughter twerking on there, bro. It was funny to watch, though. I ain't even gonna lie. It's all entertainment, but like for real though, that North on West. That's her name, Northwest. That's a creative name. I ain't even gonna lie. Northwest, and she was dancing with the Ice Spice. She's hot in the game right now. Everybody's talking about Ice Spice. Northwest and Ice Spice. They had made a video on TikTok like a couple weeks ago, and this is her right there. Besides Ice Spice, they made a video on TikTok together, and of course, Ice Spice is her idol. She looks up to her, dressed up as her, and she do look beautiful in that seat, but like, who knows? She could have been twerking and stuff, bro. And I'm like, nah, it's too early for that, man. It's too early to be twerking. But yeah, like if she really knew what was behind that, I don't know, she would do it. But I feel like she's a kid. She's learning and stuff, so it's like we all learn as hell. Yeah. And hopefully she learns, you know, not to do certain things on camera because, twerking is one of them things that should be banned. I don't know what, these twerking videos never get banned. But you got all these freedom of speech channels getting terminated. Yet, you're not going to ban the twerking videos, some of the possible challenge videos like those dangerous challenges on TikTok. Because I honestly would say, like, those challenges on TikTok, they're the main reason why TikTok has such a bad reputation now. Especially in 2023, it has such a bad reputation. Because of the challenges people risk doing that can actually hurt themselves. So I say, like, stuff like that should be banned. Not all this other stuff. Like twerking on camera and stuff, like, bruh, nobody wants to see you twerk. Nobody wants to see you shake your hips and stuff, bro. Nobody wants to even see a female twerk, bro. It's just crazy. It's just crazy what's going on the internet right now. But yeah, Andrew Tate got released too. Well, what y'all think about Andrew Tate getting released? Andrew Tate getting released. Cause I heard his physique is looking kind of, you know, prison like. I was his physique looking prison like, and that's crazy. And he been in prison for like 3 months. Like when he went to prison, cause I saw he went to prison for like 7 years ago, or in the past a few times, or to jail a few times, but then he got out within a day or so over some stuff that had happened in the past that I don't know about. But I heard people talk about it all over the internet, and everybody talk about how it looks on the physique. Like he got the new beard, dude, really looking like a Chad out here, man. I think he should keep the look. I'm being honest, cause he for real looking like a Chad in that. That's no lie, no lie. So yeah, that's what I noticed is happening all over TikTok. And one thing I will say, if I did own TikTok, or even if I was a government, I would not ban TikTok. Because by banning it, what you're gonna do is all you're gonna stir up is just chaos, pure chaos. Cause it could turn into a whole riot. literally riot, protest. People going insane because of this one act that's been banned. Literally. Stirring up riots, stirring up war, like vandalism and stuff like that could even occur with the ban of TikTok. You're going to have people at the CEO place literally begging for it to be unbanned. So that's what, like, at that point when you do that, you also encourage vandalism, and that even leads to more of the problems we're seeing out there. So all that's gonna do is have a negative effect. It's good for the kids, but it can also have a negative effect too, like banning it. Because you never know what's going to happen to you, You never know with this ban bill, how much backlash is really going to come back to you after you made this decision. So make a decision sometimes, and especially if you do something, it might hit back at you way harder. So you better think before you do something. I'm just saying. So, but if I was the leader of TikTok, what I would do, and I don't even know who's the CEO, but I think he might be in China. I don't know. He might be in China, and I know there's one dude. We're gonna go to that after. Like TikTok. With TikTok, if I were the leader of TikTok, like if I was the CEO or even a developer, like an employee, what I would do is I would add more rules, like to where certain challenges you couldn't do because of the risk of injury and stuff like that. Like if you do something like maybe bleach challenges, then nah. Unless it's like for a certain thing. But if you bleaching your face and stuff like that, then nah. Don't do that, man. Because that's definitely harm right there. So it's like certain challenges I would have to I wouldn't allow on the website. Even on yeah. So and two, what I would do is I would make a TikTok kids, where where it goes from probably age 6 to 13, and over that, like if you have 15, then you can watch, like the normal version of TikTok where it's a little more raw. You could pretty much get everything, but on TikTok Kids, you'd only have access to certain content, so you wouldn't see sexual content, nothing like that. No talking about the DD and the boo boo or the pom pom man. We don't allow no talks like that, because you hear about that way too much, about the DD and the pom pom. Even on the raw version of TikTok, if I was the CEO, I wouldn't allow talk like that. Maybe certain sexual, talk, cause it is an adult platform. I would allow freedom of speech at the like freedom of speech. I would definitely add, but like if it's really inappropriate, like you talking about the CUM and stuff like that, then yeah, you probably gonna get maybe a warning or something like that. So don't talk about stuff like that. That's if I was the CEO of TikTok, though. If I was the CEO, but otherwise, if you talking about stuff like that, then yeah, maybe a ban is coming. But I would allow for like mature sexual talk. So it's like you could talk about it in a mature way, like you plan to have kids, maybe who you plan to have kids with, stuff like that. But what I would allow is for sure freedom of speech, like, because I don't think anybody should be banned for what they say. They should only be banned for like what they do. So I would definitely allow freedom of speech because freedom of speech is very important, especially on the site. I think people should be allowed, to express how they feel, what they think, without getting banned. And even if it's controversial, I would still allow it too, because it's like at the end of the day, the internet is all about diversity, because you want to hear everybody's side. So it's like it's good to hear other people's opinions too, because that's what makes up the site. Canceling them on like it doesn't really do anything. Because even then, you still hear about that dude, even after he's canceled. So, canceling, I would say it only adds more to the problem, rather than just fixing it. See how potential TikTok ban impacts creators. See, TikTok is giving a lot of people identities, too. So what I wouldn't do ban TikTok, I would limit the also what I would do is limit the number of hours you could or watch hours you could have in that one day on TikTok. I obviously wouldn't limit the number of hours you could watch TikTok a day, but like the watch hours, like how much watch hours worth of content you watch, so like 5 hours or even 3 hours worth of watch hours, three hours worth of watch hours or content. You know, something. What I'm trying to say is content that's worth 3 hours of three watch hours. Content that's worth 3 watch hours. So anything about that? Like if you want to continue to watch, what I would do is add a survey or even a puzzle, so that way, if you wanted to watch more videos or whatever, just be on the site longer and get access to videos like throughout the day. You would have to do a certain survey or a puzzle piece to then you can get more hours in and get access to more content. So what I would do is limit the number of watch hours you could have in a day. And if you want to continue to watch, you have to do a puzzle or a survey. So then you can watch more content if you choose to. But otherwise, you wouldn't be able to unless you do the survey or the puzzle. So you can only get, and that's if you that's if you're what's it called, TikTok kids, the TikTok kids. Man, I think they let me know, guys. Do they have a TikTok kids? They may have a TikTok kids. I'm not sure, but if they do have a TikTok kids, I think that's what they should do. Like limit the amount of hours you could be on there to where if you watch 3 hours or if you watch content that's you watch up until the point where it's three 3 watch hours worth of content you watched. Then you would have to do a survey or a puzzle, and that's TikTok kids. But if it's like the raw version, like the regular version, like the adult version of TikTok, like let's say 21 and up, which I think should be, if you wanna use the raw version of TikTok, like the regular, then you could watch more hours. You will get less surveys, less puzzle pieces. I think with adults it would be more surveys, versus kids it would be more puzzles and less surveys. But I think with the kids, I would do is I will limit their access more rather than the adults. Give them more limitation on what they could watch, how long they could watch it, and definitely keep the kid friendly too, because it's TikTok kids that keep the kid friendly. You know, allow kid friendly challenges and stuff like that. Like you could do hot chips challenge. That's pretty cool. Kid friendly. Just keep it kid friendly. And then adults, it would be a little less restrictions, but it'll still be restrictions there on what you could post. But yeah, of course you could curse, of course. But that's only on the adult version, not kids. You can't say any cuss words on TikTok kids, because you want to keep it kid friendly. So yeah, that's my take on it. But I think if they, what I would say, instead of banning TikTok, because I don't want to make this video too long, instead of banning TikTok, I would say just limit the number or the hours worth of watch hour. Limit the watch hours basically worth of content that you could watch in a day. And then after you watch those 3 hours worth of content or whatever, then just you would have to be able to do surveys in order to watch more content. So if you wanted to be on there longer, you would have to do surveys or puzzles. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to watch any more content. And then it just resets that the next day. The next day, you just watch 3 hours again. And if you don't want to do the puzzle, then you won't be able to get in. So I would say like those watch hours should be limited, and even the amount of videos you could post a day too. Like the amount of videos you could post a day too could be limited too. And this is just to limit the amount of, so you don't overspend too much time on TikTok. So you limit the amount of watch hours they could watch, and servers will be included, so the kids don't overwatch, too long. So yeah, but I think that's what I would do. And yeah, so let's talk about the shadow ban and stuff too, because I heard about this one dude. I'm not gonna name any names, but I've been watching his live streams lately. Like he's even he creates TikTok on he does create TikTok content, but he basically creates content on platforms like Meta stuff. I heard a lot of stuff is going on with Meta too. But yeah, this dude, he basically what he did was he used to have I think he was on like a TikTok program or something like that, and they kicked him off the program and shadow banned him. And then when he found out he was shadow banned, he talked to them on TikTok. He basically has a YouTube channel, but I'm not gonna say the name. And he did wrestle in WWE once too. He used to wrestle, but ever since then he basically been shadow banned too. His videos wasn't reaching too many fans, like, cause like even on YouTube too, like his views wasn't there, cause like he would get banned on all shadow banned on all platforms he basically was on. And TikTok was one of them too, like, cause and he could have even been making money off of that. He could have even been making money and stuff like that off of TikTok. So I will say, and he's ranted about it many times before, like, the shadow ban and stuff, like how he's been shadow banned for months. And he sent messages, and they still never gave him a response. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Cause I would see like his TikToks, they would actually get a lot of views, and for some reason they just tank, bro. Those views just tank. And he would even make them in the YouTube shorts too. Well, sometimes those shorts would get views here and there, but they wasn't really getting the views they was getting not so long ago. And probably because he wasn't on that program, so they kicked him off the program, he had found out. And he found out, and now he's furious of why he's been kicked off the program. And he talked about the shadow ban. He's even shadow banned on YouTube too. Like half the numbers. He's only getting like probably less than half the numbers he used to get on the live stream. And I'm not sure how long I've been going on, but yeah, praise to him. Praise to him, man. Just praise to that. Praise to the world for real. Because the internet is on fire right now. But yeah, I heard he's been shadow banned. He's not getting as many views as he would like in WWE. He said WWE was involved in it with all that other stuff, so, which is a pretty messed up situation. Cause like I don't know how another company is not a social media company, not necessarily would be involved, but if that's the case, then that's just crazy. How they can have an impact on the number of views his video gets. I could never imagine that in a million years. So prayers out to him, because there's a lot of stuff going on the internet right now, a lot of hot topics. But I think this TikTok ban bill is the most important. And if you don't, and tell me, guys, have you ever heard of shadow banning? What you think of the idea of shadow banning to platforms or stuff? Because I don't even think it should exist. But I see people get shadow banned, like their views been dropping randomly. They only getting seen by certain people for whatever reason. Not even because their channel was dying. It's just like they just shadow banned. If your channel was dying, like you lost a lot of views and stuff, then that's a different story. But like if your videos normally still get views, then yeah, that's basically shadow banning. I guess you could say. But yeah, we're not gonna talk about that anymore. But just let me know your thoughts. But yeah, this TikTok situation, man, I think it could be both good and bad in some ways. So both good and bad. So it could probably cause protests and riots and vandalism and stuff like that, which I don't think should happen over a website. But I think they should think before they do it. Otherwise, it may cause severe consequences. Cause you never know how bad it's gonna turn out after you do, especially something like that. So many love. It's gonna make the people feel like they had power taken from them. So it's like you control them when you ban it, and then allow them to see what you think they need to see. So you limit their power too. So it's like I don't think banning should be the option. But restrictions, definitely restriction. Add more restriction, man, and add more rules. They need to add more rules to TikTok because TikTok, it definitely has a pretty bad reputation. I can't even tell you. Very bad reputation. So yeah. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, sub, give it a like and sub, share it out. And I just wanted to share out a few things in this video. Let you know my view on the TikTok ban bill going around lately. And yeah, man. You know, I don't know how the situation will turn out, but I bet you if they do ban it, it probably won't be that good. It probably won't be the best alternative. So yeah, not gonna end this video, but yeah, hope you guys have a great day and peace out.